I was roaming one of those questionable streaming sites when I saw the banner for Alien Earth. I didn't know anything about it or who was behind it, but if it says Alien, I grab popcorn and press play before the part of my brain that makes good decisions can even say,
Oh here we go again.
Don't get me wrong, I was expecting cinematic garbage and I wasn't disappointed, but this isn't a bashing critique, this is a recommendation. Hating is the cool thing today, but I miss those simple times where we also loved when media went so wrong it became fun. Every generation had a good list of so bad they are good things, and it was time this one also got something that's not terrible for ideological pandering. Just pure unadulterated campiness. An Alien Earth feels like those B-movies that were fun for all wrong reasons. After all, it is a $250 million series with writing that would make Steven Seagal blush. And something tells me they were trolling either us or the studio, but I'll get onto that later. The thing is that with that jank-loving mindset, this is a good watch. And if you were expecting something good...
Stop it. Get some help.
Alien as a franchise sucks. It always did. You can disagree, but you are wrong. The first two movies were amazing because they were simple concepts, polished razor sharp, and that cursed the whole series. Alien is just a game of tag with a big bad monster, enough lore to get you interested, good acting, and made special by its retro-futuristic look, plus having the best designed alien creature in cinema, in my opinion. Which makes it right. But no matter how amazing it looks, after the first movie the mystery and shock value are gone. So the thing is another good movie. What I mean is that you can pull the same magic trick again, without being just more of the same. And they knew this, so someone said, hey, what if instead of one big xenomorph we put many, and we pit them against people with guns? Aliens changed the genre to action and was another tight film with a simple concept of vengeance. And it worked great, but where do you go from there? Well, nowhere. You can make a derivative of Alien 1 or a bigger, flashier version of aliens fighting something. After all, even if these movies are at the peak of their genres, let's not forget they are the genre of Grizzly, The Blob, and Anaconda 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and soon 6.
This river can kill you in 1,000 ways.
People are there to have fun watching monster killing stuff. Besides, the xenomorph is too basic. Just a pissed off beast. You can't make a chess championship sequel with it, though if they did I'd watch it. But of course, the money people saw the creature and said, that looks like a cow. And they've been milking it with a steamroller for almost 50 years, which brought us an amazing array of trashy movies and some great video games, so I'm not complaining. Still, that was the question. Would Alien Earth be a derivative of the horror of Alien or the action of Aliens? And the answer is yes. Plus an unhealthy obsession with Peter Pan. It's weird, it's dumb, and it's time to talk about it. On paper, the idea is solid. The central question is terrifying. What happens if you put the xenomorph not in deep space, but on the overpopulated Earth? And the human themes they touch have a lot of potential. Parenthood, mortality, corporate greed, the loss of innocence. Just one would be enough for a whole saga. The visuals are good. The retrofuturism is back with all its walls full of cute lights and nonsense that make me look at today's walls and wonder where we went wrong. The costumes, devices and sets are not at the level of Romulus, but they really look good. And yeah, sometimes things are a bit cheesy, like how Weyland Yutani's CEO and her bodyguards look like Power Ranger rejects, but all in all, I can't complain. Even the CGI is decent, the creatures and some scenes look straight out of Resident Evil, and the alien looks the part, until some genius decided to put it on full daylight where it looks like airbrushed plastic. But by that point in the series, your brain will be already desensitized to the nonsense. And of course there is the difference in creative talent. The originals had H.R. Giga, whose life work was an obsession with alien designs and biomechanics. On the other hand, Alien Earth has someone who said, octopus. Wabam, art. And the editing is clearly for the brain-rot generation. They are terrified you'll be bored, so they can't show a slow scene without the random flashes, like they are trying to say, please wait, explosions are coming, which adds to the B-movie feel. Sound design is pretty good, and the acting, well, it's more of a mixed bag, but the main cast does the best they can with the script they were given, and the script is where the meat and potatoes are. But someone put razors inside our potatoes, because it's time to talk about the writing, which is what makes this worth its place in the Olympus of so bad it's good sci-fi. Let me put it like this. If you make a drinking game and take a shot every time something dumb happens, you'll be dead before seeing half of it, even if you take shots of water. Alien Earth feels proudly dumb. I'll keep this spoiler light, but I'll give you some brushstrokes.
We don't make mistakes. We have happy accidents.
The setting is as follows. A Weyland Yutani ship is carrying alien creatures as usual. They'll show us that the main problem with biohazard containment in this series can be summarized as this. This thing can create a mass extinction event. So I'll put it on this badly closed glass jar. Oh no, who could have predicted this? To make things worse, the ship's been sabotaged and on a plot course towards Earth, which of course doesn't have a planetary defense system against very easy to sabotage massive ships. Luckily, a spaceship crashing against a planet at cruise speed is a gentle process, so aside from the outside buildings and probably thousands of lives, everything inside is perfectly preserved, and not even the dude that was dead on a sickbed will have moved a millimeter, so this means every delicate piece of glass plus the alien contents will be in perfect condition. The plot thickens because the city they crashed is property of Prodigy, a different corporation. And here you'll need some context. The known universe is controlled by corporations. Said corporations are trying to solve human mortality, for which they have 3 different approaches: creating synths, making cyborgs with cool arms, or copying your brain into a synthetic body, which kills the real you. None of those solve mortality and one straight kills you, but who cares? This is a plot device to explain why the owner of Prodigy, who is a more annoying version of Zuckerberg, yes, I said more. The thing is, Zuckerberg has an island he calls Neverland, where he experiments with children. I know that this is Disney, and they say write what you know, but maybe they should have thought twice about this concept? Still, let's go on. He picks sick kids, tells the world they died, and copies their brains into the equivalent of a Terminator body, with a supercomputer mind, plus access to Neo's learning, and makes them go through artificial puberty, dulls their emotions, and gives them Peter Pan names. Of course, the boy genius, yes, they call him that, being one of the smartest persons in the world, won't install any failsafe or way to stop them. Instead, he'll give them toys as swords. I mean, what could go wrong? Oh. Either way, the script forgets most of this 5 minutes after telling it, so they'll act like helpless, emotional kids most of the time.
We're not kids!
Yeah, no, we're not. We're not kids.
Remember the ship? Well, the boy genius wants whatever is inside, so he sends his multi-billion investment because Wendy, the protagonist, has a fancy after seeing her brother on screen. Yutani is pissed about all this, and a lot of shenanigans ensue that make even less sense, because that's the beginning, and the best written part of it all. It only gets worse, and I love it. But it's not only the plot. Scenes are written like this. Man welds door with blowtorch. Alien moonwalks in. Alien smashes the door's window with its head. Gets confused. The door also gets confused and forgets it's welded. Alien opens the door normally. Expect this level of quality on every scene, which makes this the only time you'll be able to watch an old man bite a xenomorph's neck. And if you don't think that's enough reason to watch it, you have terrible taste. Characters, assume every one of them is brain damaged and will always make the dumbest choice possible.
I'm a space engineer's apprentice, so come on. I mean, I'm not entirely sure what the apprentice is, but you think?
Dialogue is also brilliant. My favorite bit is when the only half-moral person in the series expresses his concerns about how they are using kids as guinea pigs and products, and his wife answers with,
Listen. I'll make dinner tonight, okay? We'll have dumplings.
and problem solved. I mean, the only characters who's got it good is the xenomorph. Not only it's bulletproof, but more lethal than ever. Look at how long it takes it to kill a whole armed squad. So I guess they had to teach it to read the script and act very slow and menacing every time it says main character. By now you should know if this is your type of trashy entertainment. And remember, this was going to be their attempt at a new Game of Thrones level of series, but I didn't know they meant Season 8. I think they were taking the piss. After the second episode, the last one where anyone still had hope about this series, they end up on a scene where one of the kids is alone, they cut the audio and hit us with Stinkfist. A song that on one level is about fists on very dark places, and on a deeper one is about how media like this makes us so numb and desensitized that we are willing to take one up the rear guard as long as it's stimulating. Either they are trolling us, Disney, or they are so out of touch that they deserve their own parking spot. Whatever it is, if you wanted a quality alien piece, take it as them telling you to relax, turn around and shake my... But if you are a fellow enjoyer of expensive cinematic disasters, this won't disappoint. Remember to drop something in the comments to feed the beast. I'll answer. And hey, have a good one.
Used to be food, you know.
Me.